morning.
Good morning, everyone. We're going to continue with finance.
Okay. I think we ought to have a joint.
First order of business is approve last month's committee meeting minutes. Motion made by Supervisor Garrity, second by Supervisor Dickinson. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Item 1, request for transfer of funds. Those are attached in your packet. Any questions on any of these?
No.
Motion made by Supervisor Garrity, seconded by Supervisor Dickinson. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Next, we have our county treasurer. Mike, do you want to go through some of these, please?
Sure. Item A, request to appropriate funds in the amount of $203,550 from our debt service reserve fund to our debt service interest indebtedness fund. And basically what we're looking for here is to move, well, I guess I'll back it up. The debt service reserve fund is created and is funded by monies that are left over from previous loans that we've made. In other words, if we went out and borrowed $1 million for a road project and we only spent $990,000 of it, that $10,000 would have to be put into this reserve fund. We cannot take that money that's left over from a loan and use it someplace else. It has to go into a designated reserve fund, and then it can only be used for debt service payments on something else. It can't be used for anything. It can't go into the general fund or anything else. So what we're doing here is we have about $220,000 in that fund, and we'd like to move the $203,550 from the debt reserve to the debt service payment to pay the interest on the court bond and NSTEM bond that's due in August.
Probably a good idea.
Move it.
Motion made by Supervisor Dickinson, seconded by Supervisor Brammer. You have a question?
Yes. Where were we going to get this money if we didn't move it out of there?
We did not have it budgeted, so we were going to have to take it out of the general fund.
Where are we going to pay it from next year?
That's a good question for the budget officer.
Okay.
We do have budget next, so maybe we can slightly touch that.
I mean, this is part of, I'm not going to say it's an ongoing problem, but it is part of the problem that our budget officer has faced, and we've talked about several times. Where are we going to come up with the monies to pay for the bond for the courthouse and the NSTEM project?
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Go ahead, Michael.
Item B is a request for one of my staff members, Monica Stark, who is a senior account
Motion
clerk.
made by Supervisor Brammer, seconded by Supervisor Garrity. This was already just discussed. It's just
Yes.
because Mike is under our purview. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
All right, items C, D, and E are all related. My accountant, Juliana Cummings, has resigned. She's taking a position, another position for about $15,000 more than what we're paying her here. What we would like to do is get permission to fill that position, and then if postings and everything go right, we would like to move up people from our junior accountant to our accountant position, and then from a senior account clerk to the junior accountant, and then basically have to fill at the bottom.
CD&E.
Made by Supervisor Simpson, seconded by Supervisor Garrity. Question?
Yeah, I have a question after we get on the floor. Somebody
We
has-
did.
Done before.
Tell
Second.
Flora you second.
Oh.
These salaries, are these the high end, or are these going to be the starting point, or are these the low end?
This is what the current salaries are.
But that's,
Okay.
we may start somebody with, at a,
Well,
is there a range, or is it what?
I would like to start, well, to give you an example on the junior account clerk at 55, now that position reviews what all the fiscal managers within the county do, and the fiscal managers make more than this position, okay? So in my opinion, this is very much underfunded, the junior account clerk. The accountant position, she's leaving to make $15,000 more, and that's the startup. And that she is a CPA. I think for $70,000, that's pretty cheap to get a CPA.
Right, but is that something that we should be working on these positions through?
You need to upgrade the salaries?
Upgrade the positions. No, I mean, upgrade the positions, because sometimes we have a long discussion about when we start people off.
Yeah. We've, Rob and I have been in discussions with Trish about this for the last couple of weeks. One of the junior accountant clerk, we are going to modify the job qualifications and so forth a little bit. But we are looking at all of the positions.
Okay, that's fine.
These top two positions are outside of the bargaining unit. The lowest one, which is the senior account clerk, is that's a CSEA position, so
Okay.
we can't do anything
That's
with
good.
that.
All right, very good.
Okay, we do have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Thank you, Michael.
Yep, thank you.
Item 3, request from the Criminal Justice and Public Safety Committee.
I'll move A and B.
Motion made by Supervisor Bramer, seconded by Supervisor Dickinson. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. 4, this is referrals from Health, Human, and Social Services.
For A through D.
Supervisor Stroud makes a motion to move A through D, seconded by Supervisor McDivitt. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. 5, referral from the Support Services Committee. Under IT is a request to appropriate funds in the amount of $42,900 from the computer reserve.
Yeah.
Motion made by
I'll move that.
Supervisor Garrity, seconded by Supervisor Simpson. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. B, County Attorney. Request to authorize the County Treasurer to write off uncollected...
I'll move it. We
Made
discussed
by-
it already.
Yes, we did. Motion made by Supervisor Garrity, seconded by Supervisor Simpson. Michael, did you have your hand up? or-
Yeah, just a quick question. Mary, if we can get some kind of information in that resolution to know whose account we're going to be writing on.
I sent that stuff to Rob yesterday, but I will absolutely put it in the resolution as well.
Thank you.
Okay, good, thank you. Okay, any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. 6, items to be discussed by the County Administrator. Ryan, anything?
Yes, we do have a journal report of transfers that have been made. It's in the packet. Joanne is here to answer any questions, should anybody have them.
Better ask quick.
No questions.
I'll move it.
Okay, motion made by Supervisor Garrity, seconded by Supervisor Dickinson. Oh, yeah. Oh, so we don't have to...
Mr. Hurst.
3A.
FYI, yeah, that's right. This is for your information only.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Item 7, Finance Committee action is required on all the items that we're discussing personnel, and those are agenda items 3A and B. Motion made by Supervisor Strauss, seconded by Supervisor Simpson. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. And pending items, I think we took care of this morning. Seeing that we moved rather quickly, Mary would like to address the committee, please.
I would request that we enter into an executive session to talk about settlement for the universal settlement.
I'll move
Made by
it.
Supervisor Dickinson, seconded by Supervisor Garrity. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Yeah, I was going to say, did you want Mike to stay?
Fine,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so no action was taken in executive, but Mary, can I please turn the mic over to you, please, to explain?
Yep. So I need a motion to accept the settlement in the universal settlement. No.
Motion made by Supervisor Garrity, seconded by Supervisor Dickinson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried.
Motion adjourned.
Anything else privileged of the floor? Motion to adjourn made by Supervisor Garrity, seconded by Supervisor Dickinson. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Thank you.
Thank you. Good job.
Budget.
Budget.
Budget.